You're good to go, Mayor?
Mayor Wong, we're live.
Good morning and welcome to the October 26, 2020 City Council special video meeting. I'm Mayor Benson Wong. Prior to this morning's virtual City Council meeting, Council held an executive session for approximately 60 minutes to discuss with legal counsel pending or potential litigation pursuant to RCW 42.30.110 paren 1 close paren I close paren using video conferencing technology provided by Microsoft Teams. No action was taken. So I'm going to, at this point, turn this meeting over to City Manager Jesse Bond.
Thank you, Mayor Wong. City Council, the city received Sound Transit's right-of-way permit application for the construction of the Mercer Island Transit Interchange on 77th Avenue and North Mercer Way. The permit application does include curb cuts along the north side of Mercer Way intended for bus layovers and violates the city's settlement agreement with Sound Transit. The city has complied, as you know, with dispute resolution requirements in the settlement agreement, and Sound Transit has rejected our repeated requests to engage in mediation. As a result, City Council, my recommendation is to authorize litigation as discussed in executive session to enforce the settlement agreement with Sound Transit.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Councilmember Anderall and seconded by Deputy Mayor Weicker to authorize the commencement of litigation. City Clerk, please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Lisa Anderall.
Aye.
Councilmember Jake Jacobson.
Aye.
Councilmember Celine Neese.
Aye.
Councilmember Craig Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilmember Dave Rosenbaum.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Wendy Weicker.
Aye.
And Mayor Benson Wong.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. City Manager, is there another issue?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I do have one more item this morning for City Council's consideration. We are also seeking your authorization to publish a communication from the City Council to the community in substantially the form discussed in the executive session, and as will be read by Communications Manager Ross Freeman. Ross, would you like to go ahead and read that letter now? Thank you.
Certainly. So the letter begins, Dear Mercer Island community, we write to provide an update on the City of Mercer Island's discussions with Sound Transit related to the Mercer Island Transit Interchange and the 2017 settlement agreement. As you may recall, this was previously discussed in community letters in May and August. For more than a year, the city has warned Sound Transit that their plans are inconsistent with the terms of the settlement agreement. Last Friday, Sound Transit submitted a right-of-way use permit application that violated the terms of the settlement agreement. As a result, the City Council voted to authorize the city manager to file a lawsuit against Sound Transit. The city fought hard in 2017 to achieve an agreement that facilitated the safe movement of pedestrians and bicycles and minimized traffic on the north side of North Mercer Way. This was to ensure that Mercer Island commuters accessing westbound I-90 from Island Crest Way would not be negatively impacted by Sound Transit buses. The proposal from Sound Transit deviates radically from the agreed configuration and ignores the core tenets of the settlement agreement that was approved by a previous City Council, forcing us to make today's decision. The City Council wants to be very clear. This is not about stopping the progress of the East Link light rail. We remain excited about the arrival of light rail and the opportunities it will offer to the Mercer Island community, our local businesses, and the region. Our good faith efforts to uphold the settlement agreement, not delay the permit process, and protect Mercer Island were met with Sound Transit's obfuscation and efforts to change the rules. Through this legal action, the city demands that Sound Transit reconsider their current redesign of North Mercer Way because of the drastic adverse impacts it will have for the Mercer Island community. This deviation from the agreed configuration will have broad impacts on the lives of our community members, including commuting to our jobs, taking families to activities and medical appointments, and generally traveling on and off Mercer Island. The City Council cannot let Sound Transit unilaterally rewrite the settlement agreement when the city has performed all of its obligations. At the end of the day, a deal is a deal. Sound Transit is not honoring their side of the bargain, and we are confident that the courts will agree. Residents can find the latest information and documents on the city's Let's Talk website, and we urge you to share this letter and the online fact sheets and information with your family, neighbors, and friends. That's the end of the letter signed by council members.
Thank you, Ross. So City Council, this morning we are seeking authorization to publish the communication from the City Council to the community in substantially the form that was just presented.
Councilmember Jacobson, I think you're on mute.
I so move. Second.
Been moved by Councilmember Jacobson and seconded by Councilmember Reynolds to approve approve and publish council's letter to the entire Mercer Island community. City Clerk, please call the roll.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Councilmember Lisa Anderl,
Aye.
Councilmember Jake Jacobson,
Aye.
Councilmember Salim Neese,
Aye.
Councilmember Craig Reynolds,
Aye.
Councilmember Dave Rosenbaum,
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Weicker,
Aye.
and Mayor Benson Wong.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. City Manager, is there any other matter?
Mr. Mayor, that concludes our business this morning.
Okay. The next special meeting of the City Council will be on Monday, November 20, 2020. There being no further business before the City Council, this special meeting is adjourned as of 10:12 a.m. As a reminder to the council, please stay seated until the city staff has terminated the Zoom broadcast. Have a good day and stay safe and healthy.